We'll continue to talk about football. Last time you could speak on here with the football before we get into be a GM. The players came to an agreement with the ownership. We had the whole Colin Kaepernick situation going on with the kneeling down. So the players were able to get $89 million from the owners for 7 years. Malcolm Jenkins, who was spearheaded this decision for the players,
which was initially more money.
Initially over $100 million, I believe, but it came down to $89 million for 7 years from the owners to kind of put the money where the mouth is. The owners wanting to participate in this demonstration that the players are now taking on with the inner borough problems or the inner community problems.
Hey man, like I said it before, I said it again. I have a problem with players being part of the head of the union. I think you should have a good big part of it.
Yeah.
But I think a real legit lawyer or someone that's very well organized in the situation, even a Colin Kaepernick who pretty much advocated this whole situation in the first place, should have been part of it.
Yeah.
I don't care if y'all want him part of it, y'all should say there's no deal until y'all. I don't care if you have to sign him for a 10-day contract. Sign him so he can be part of this deal. Because it makes no sense.
Unity.
It makes no sense.
No unity
that how do you drop from one number to another number and it was not discussed with your fellow teammates, fellow group of union members?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that's just a big drop on the ball. Like I just don't see how that falls into place of one man to make.
Yeah.
It does.
I mean, I look at it two ways. I think it's the positive is that the owners have now contributed something financially to the cause. I think I don't want to take that away from what occurred, but I think it's extremely disappointing at how the players were unable to remain unified, and that the person that truly is a leader of this movement didn't get a chance to actually spearhead the finally we're coming to a decision of finally getting the owners to come to the table. I don't think there should have been any discussions without Colin Kaepernick present, because he is the one that made this. None of you guys have that same kind of cliche to even say that y'all don't even know have a direction because y'all didn't direct it. It's from, and the fact that Eric Reed, the safety from the 49ers that was the first one to kneel with Kaepernick, wasn't even allowed to really sit in on the actual final decision, I think that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because of it, this situation is not going to have the best future of it.
Like I would hope, we hope for the best of it, but hope only goes so far.
All right.
So it's like, it's just, I find it really struggling to find that. Like, you can't have a settlement of this high value of this controversy and not involve 90% of the players or a good portion of the players. Like, I don't even care if you got one player to represent each team.
Yeah.
It just can't be one player to talk for all.
And the numbers,
especially if you're not the main ones.
And I'm not privy to all the details, but from what I understand, some of the details that have come to me, a lot of this money will come from previously things that are already being contributed to. So, from what I understand, the military fund in which the owners contribute to, they will take some of that money and now contribute to these causes.
Oh, so they're not even
the breast cancer money. Some of the
so just taking a little bit off of this and put it on that.
So, from what I understand, and the original idea from the players was that the players would put up amount and the owners would match it 3 times. So if the players put up $15,000, the owners would put back $45,000. The owners decided not to do it that way. So the details do not sound very promising. But like I said, it's still glad that there's some money being given to the inner communities.
The main point is that, like you said, the fact of progress has been reached. Like, we can see it's moving forward in a better step.
Correct.
I just would like a little bit more unity in the whole standpoint. Like, you can't start with unity and then towards the end just.
And I think that the problem with that is like you're trying to unify all the NFL players when I don't think that was the case at all. So not all the NFL players are in on this cause.
No.
So off the strength of that being the case, then you should unify strictly the players that are in this cause, not just whatever player wants to say that they want in. Like, if he wasn't truly part of the group that was doing this and organizing this, you shouldn't really be one of
If
the
you're not
ones
out
to
there-
spearhead that decision.
Honestly, if you're gonna go for certain players, like the certain players you can speak to that openly speak about, like a Michael Bennett.
Yeah.
He speaks
And he said
openly.
that he was moved out of the discussions for being too radical.
So it's just, I wanted someone that you can almost control in a sense.
Someone's more tapered or more
Ta-
willing to take.
You know that person that takes that first contract that hits the table and just signs?
just
wanted that.
he sees the money and just wants to do something, wants to get it
Figures,
done.
this is better than what they had in the first place.
The whole idea is better
Bill
than
love
nothing.
this.
I don't. That makes no sense. Because it's like if I was already being raped, and then you just decided that you only rape me on Wednesdays. Don't tell me better is better than nothing. Like that's not something that's gonna fly with me at all.
No. I still got raped.
Something is not.
Still got raped day Thursday, so it's like it doesn't help me. It doesn't help me never mind.
Do not give me the whole. Well, they're giving you something. They were giving you nothing before. That's not the point.
It doesn't make any sense. You make it seem like I didn't deserve something in the first place.
It's not the point at all. Like, let's not use that as a crutch to say that these players at least got something done. No, because again, it's
not the players.
Like again, Kaepernick stopped what he was doing and sacrificed his career to make a significant difference, not to get a token few $1 million. Like you talk about 7 years, $90 million. Like LeBron's like sneaker contract laughs at that. Like let's literally talk about money. Like over 7 years, that's less than $15 million a year. There's players that endorsement contracts are more than that in a year. So let's not say that's a lot of money being generated.
It's about $13 million a year going into funds that across this country.
So let's just say they give $2 million to United Negro Fund, right? That's just helping some kids go to college. That's not necessarily stopping the police brutality that Kaepernick originally started.
That really helps them. That probably helps like 10 kids.
You know what I'm saying? So
how many kids is out here that are really? I don't want to sound like it's overly grateful or like it's, but at the same time, it's just a conversation I wish was had with more of the players involved.
I'm just saying, just Kaepernick. You don't even gotta be more involved. Just Kaepernick. If you'd have told me that Kaepernick agreed to this deal, I'd be way more supportive than I am now. I'm absolutely 2% supportive of this deal. And only 2% is because there's some money being granted.
Something was done, so I'm a little bit more percentage than that. I'm more of like a 25% into it.
I'm 2% because once you just take away Kaepernick, you lose 80% of my support with that deal.
You lost 75 of mine because because it just feels like you take away the man who started it,
who's directing it, really,
who's the creator of the whole situation, and to make things right, you don't even talk to the creator. You just talk to, you know what? They all put it on the same pad, so that's like what's one than the other?
That's like if, let's say, North Korea wanted to come to a deal with America and say that, we're gonna come to a peace and not go to any kind of war for the next 5 years. China can't just not speak to Trump. They can't just omit Trump. Trump is the leader of America. You have to speak to him to come to a deal. Yeah. You can't say, we spoke to Al Gore and we spoke to Hillary Clinton. We think that that's a good deal for America to take, and America is going to decide to take that on the strength of Hillary. Well, you would think Trump, you just can't skip Trump. Like, that is the leader of this world.
You have to speak into the.
So when they say we spoke to a lot of the players, you spoke to a lot of Americans. If you didn't speak to the Kaepernick, you didn't speak to the movement.
You didn't speak to nobody.
And that's
when Martin Luther King was holding his speeches, they didn't speak to his march organizer. Spoke to Martin Luther King.
You're not speaking to his bishop, like Reverend Martin Luther King is going to be the one you speak to.
That's the man.
He's the one that runs this movement.
You was the one in Kennedy's office. You was the one that was sitting there talking.
Not substitutes. Like, not who you want to pick out of the group to speak to.
Who we think we can probably get to sign.
And then, like you said, I don't believe that players should ever be in the head of the union. You're still playing. You know what I mean? Like, you're too biased.
First off, you're very too biased. You're still suffering from interest. You already suffer from CTE, possibly. It's like, I don't know where your movement's at.
Whereas the NFL, the owners themselves aren't the ones at the deal. They got lawyers they're sending through. They're paying for lawyers to handle this, even though they're super successful business people. But they understand that. But
the lawyers speak way better than I can.
And also the same with the players. When you go to negotiate your deal, don't you send your agent to negotiate your contract.
And so, because it's a situation where you feel like, oh, I could take care of this myself, it's just not right. It's not fully right with me.
And that's that.